how and where can Canada reduce or eliminate emissions? Some people at our group were very exercised about emissions from vehicles that are idling. And they want to have a lot less idling of vehicles, and they want to eliminate drive-throughs. So we focused a lot on transportation and a little bit on buildings, in particular conversion to geothermal systems of heating and cooling. We had very few ideas on transitioning to cleaner industries and jobs and training for them. Preparing for the impacts of climate change. We talked mostly about possibility of flooding. So ideas of disconnecting downspouts, installing backwater valves, getting the owners of these large asphalted parking lots to take responsibility for the runoff from the parking lots and not putting it into the storm sewers. Retention ponds, as exist in St. Elizabeth Village and in Redeemer University College, restoring wetlands. So there were some ideas there, and we supported this stormwater fee idea that's on this card. We talked a little bit about preparing for high temperatures. Price on carbon, those of us at the table that knew a bit about the alternatives favored the tax and dividend scheme rather than the cap and trade for similar reasons other people said. You can game the cap and trade, it's very complicated. And my own personal view, there's got to be a Canada-wide system where there is a price on carbon and hopefully other greenhouse gas emissions as well that is going to go up steadily, and people know about it in advance so they can prepare to transition to things that are not going to be having so much greenhouse gas emissions. Price is what's going to drive changes in people's behavior. And an example we gave, why are people not watering their lawns now? Because they have to pay for the water where they didn't have to before. In general, we had the same idea, wrapping it up at our table as some others. We have to live more simply, live with less. We don't need the big houses, the big gas-guzzling vehicles. We can have good lives in a more simple way that is more compatible with